What's up, Sagittarius? It's Guided Affirmations, and I'm Kenny Ken, here to bring you Sagittarius, Sun, and Moon placements with the March Community for this month. So let's get started with our breath. Let's take about 4 breaths. Let's take really deep breaths, making sure that we fill in our bellies, and when we're exhaling we contract, and it's okay if your breath is a little shallow and not as deep, but I just said deep because I'm gonna aim for that, and we might not even get that, and that is what okay. But let's get into it, 4 of them, and then we'll start with your reading. So we're gonna inhale, okay, the last one was for good luck. Let's get into the mini meditation message. Let's see what spirit wants to let you guys in on for this month of March. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, I almost said and rising, but Sun and Moon placements. What do the Sagittarius needs to know for this month of March? What is their message? Ooh, okay. Very interesting. Opened up to the same page as Libras, but surprise, surprise, for the first time, I done looked at the left side of the page. I looked to the left side of the page and not the right. Automatically, this 26 energized energies telling me that for March, you guys will be energized. When you are full of energy and you are living life to the fullest, and you remember that you are capable of anything your heart desires. This is ultimately how the universe always wants you to feel: energized. When you feel energized, you can follow the paths of intuition, of inspiration, of creativity, and of transformation. Remember, if you don't make it a goal to live life of amplified energy, you are missing out on the magic of being human. Have you ever heard someone declare to the universe that they have no energy, low energy, or they feel tired all the time? Guess what? There are so many wonderful things that can be done to remedy the situation and feel energized again. You must do the following 5 things that will help you get to the energy flow through your body, that will help to get the energy flowing through to your body and your soul. 1. Move your body. It creates energy. Walk, dance, run. Just move. Anything. 2. Nourish your body. Eat healthily and vibrant foods. 3. Water your body. That should have been 1. I ain't gonna hold you. Hydration helps with energy levels. 4. Rest your body. An overworked body will burn out. 4. Rest your body. An overworked body will burn out. Fire burns out. Okay, I had to say that. 5. Honor your body. 5. Honor your body. Listen to the clues and messages from your body. It's telling you what it needs. The energy will always flow when you take care of yourself, instead of draining all of your energetic resources with habits that don't serve you. Meditation is also an excellent way to ask the universe to amplify your energies. I'm going to add something I learned through someone, and it was basically, when you feel tired, just sit straight. Sit straight for 30 minutes, no music, no nothing, and you'll literally see the transformation. It's crazy, but you'll see the transformation. It sounds wild, I know, but you will see the transformation. And just says, dear universe, dear God, dear Allah, dear Jah, whoever it is that you pray to, I am a conduit for the flow of infinite energy. I have an endless supply of energy to tap into to create the magic in every area of my life. May I honor my body and nurture my entire being so that I can be a full service for my passion and my purpose in the world. And so it is. I was gonna say, I literally thought I had no energy for this video, and lo and behold, I was like, you know what? I can do this. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go, and I'm not gonna hold you. That is Sagittarian ass energy, or at least all the Sagittarius I know, they're very pumped and ready to go. So let's see what shadow truth Sagittarius sun and moon placements need to face for this month of January, month of March. Where am I? Where am I? Hopefully January was a smooth sailing for you guys. Maybe January is what amped this sense of urgency. Sorry, the music is kind of loud to me. Let's see one more time. What shadow truth do Sagittarius sun and moon signs need to face for the month of March? Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get, my Sagittarians. What shadow truth do Sagittarius? Ooh. You got a lot. The energy is real. Okay, let's see what energy Sagittarius sun and moon signs. It just flipped. Sagittarius sun and moon signs need to face. So far I already see juggle, and I'm thinking about what they said about honoring your body. I know damn well to just leave it at these 3 cards, but your girl's intrigued. I'm telling you, I got energy now. I'm here, I got time today. Any more cards, Spirit? Any more cards? I thought that card was gonna flip, but it didn't. Any more cards, Spirit? Ooh. I feel like that meme just now. Yo, let me stop putting 10-1-2. I'm so dramatic right now. It makes no sense. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing because my water is far, but you got juggle. And as I was just saying, I thought about when it said honor your body. Your body tells you very important messages. It speaks to you in many different ways. When you feel tired, I know we just gave you a bunch of ways to help that, but sometimes when you feel tired and you need to rest, honor that. Like when you realize that, you know what, actually I can't work through this headache, actually I should eat before I do something next, honor that, because your body knows what level you're at. You know, you also have guard here. You also have drift. Adrift, I'm sorry. Before I get into that, I forgot to say that honoring that, you know, it's you one thing at a time, Kenny, one thing at a time. Take your time, Sagittarius. You may have a lot of things on your plate, and the best way to feel energized when doing all of those things is to honor your body, is what I wanted to say before moving on forth to guard and adrift. I think this is coral here, but for me it's given veins, right? It's given veins, and it's given kind of like, I'm thinking of like poor circulation right now. And I wonder if being on the go so much, or just being so like high functioning and like just doing so many things at one time and just like really getting this high energy, motivation, self-determination going, it's really given the body itself like a very like tiresome thing. Maybe you need to massage your calves, massage your legs, like really get into it, because like sometimes we're really on the go. We could be getting into the bag, but we also could be guarding ourselves from what is on our minds, what is literally going on beneath the surface. I just thought of your 2021 healing message. And if you don't follow me on the socials, it's Nisha4. That's NYSHAA 4. I'm in Sagittarian healing energy for all of 2021. It's what you needed for every event that may happen, is you needed to find the space to honor your emotional being with the rest of the way that you function. Because I feel society as a whole, not just a Sagittarian thing, we've been in a very like superficial physical world where we do not realize the connection between our mental well-being and our physical well-being, and the way that we show up and the way that we can be motivated in our everyday lives, right? So once we attend to the emotional state, it becomes easier to juggle. It becomes easier to not get lost in the sauce of our emotions and of our brains, and like getting sucked into the distractions, right? And that's what I'm getting, because it will really help liberate you, even improve back to back. Ooh, invoke. You know what? I'ma stop, because we got more cards to pull. But I'm just saying, Sag, like, definitely give yourself the space to process shit. Like, yeah, things be how they be, and like relationships flow the way that they flow, things end, but that don't mean that it's not affecting you. And don't wait until the last minute to where you no longer have this energy to fully feel motivated, right? To let this emotional side of you now conquer. Don't wait till that last minute in March, because we get into the bag, we get into the money, and I'm here for it. But we also got to tend to self. Self-care is self-love, and you know, that's what that was giving me. But let's see what the tarot messages have to say. What is the overall energy for the month of March for the Sagittarian Sun and Moon placements? What is the overall energy for the month of March for Sagittarius Sun and Moon placements? What is the overall energy for the month of March, Sagittarian Sun and Moon placement? Let's see what Spirit got for us. What Spirit got for us? I'm really sad my water's far. What? Ooh, your girl is parched. What is the overall energy in March for Sagittarius Sun and Moon placements? I'm not taking that. I'm so sorry. Just gonna do that again. What is the overall? Because that was gonna fall anyway. Okay. What is the overall energy for Sagittarius Sun and Moon signs? These cards have a mind of their own. Literally have a mind of their own. Okay. So far we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Moon, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Sag, we were just talking about this energy of honoring those emotions. You know, this is reminding me of a tweet I saw once where they were saying, oh, you guys talk about water signs being the most emotional element. Have you met a fire sign yet? And as a fellow fire sign baby, that's all I'm gonna say. Free yourself, free up your chest, free yourself, like OD, like this Ace of Cups, this Queen of Cups energy is very telling of how deep the waters flow for you, right? And there's also just a lot of blue in this spread in general. Definitely need to work on that throat chakra, babes. Like, learn how to express what's on your mind. It don't gotta be to whoever, but express it, get it off your mental, because these thoughts are running, like, you know, and our emotions are also thoughts. Like, they're thought-provoking. They allow us to create these different scenarios, right? But they also allow us to see what is beneath the surface, like those repressed feelings that you've probably been pushing away. Like, yeah, they help us to see further when we unpack, and when we actually have the room and the space to give it a voice. You know, that's what I'm really seeing for y'all in this spread. Like, give your younger self a gift as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the gift of freeing yourself, really. And Yeah, definitely trying to pick up on this emperor energy here to see how it ties in with the message. I wonder if you've been holding space for spirituality, if you've been holding space for any spiritual practice, or practice in whatever religious belief that you believe in. It's the way that he's holding, or she's holding, this ankh for me, that's really grabbing my attention. Even the crown. How are you using that element of your life? Because it should be an element of your life. There's different facets and different phases, not phases, there's different facets and different sections of our lives that are very important to us, and maybe you're neglecting this element, and it can be a useful tool for you, because maybe that is where you will feel comfortable, being able to release some of these emotions that you're very much feeling and in tune, and showing up in your body, and showing up in your work and in your environment, even showing up in your mental spaces. Yeah, because I definitely feel like you have all these projects with this Nine of Wands, right? You have all these projects, you have all of these ideas, and this way to be successful, and maybe it's not picking up yet, right? And maybe you're holding emotions around that. Maybe you're holding difficult emotions around that. That's causing you some strain on your self-esteem and as a person. But you need to give back to you. That's really what I'm getting on, that you need to give back to you in order to fully be able to receive what it is that you're planning for yourself. And the only way to give back is if you allow yourself to fully feel. I feel like we underestimate, and I know I've already said this, we underestimate how giving, I almost said freeing again, but how giving and freeing it is to speak of the things that really is dear and true to our hearts, that is really causing our mind mental strife. And you might honestly just be holding on to your money any too tightly anyway. You don't need to, how do I want to say this? You don't need to wait until you reach a certain stature that you have in your mind when it comes to your finances to give yourself a little something. Now, I'm not saying buy the most expensive thing on your wish list, but treat yourself. Don't hold on too tightly, because in a way that's a survival instinct, right? You're feeding from a space of unstable survival instincts. It's like, oh, I gotta hold on to this coin. I gotta hold on because I know that things aren't as great as they can be. And in a space of financial shortcomings, yeah, it's smart not to spend, but when you move it out of survival mode, it's harder to allow things, financial success at least, to manifest. Gotta spend a little to show the world and the universe that I can get a lot back. But let's see what divine feminine energy can possibly help with all of this releasing that you need to do, babes, because it's about releasing this thread for sure. That is what we started with in terms of moving your body, drinking water. It's about releasing, suspending that back into yourself. So let's see what divine feminine energy walks with the Sagittarian placements. for the month of March. With divine feminine energy, that's with the Sagittarius placements for the month of March. One more. Definitely just going to cut this deck in half. I just thought of that. So that's what's going to happen with divine feminine energy. It's walking with the Sagittarius placement with divine feminine energy. It's walking with the Sagittarius placements. Ooh. Okay, so I cut it in half. This is the card that I turned over, Kuan Yin, and so much red. So definitely root chakra work here, guys, which makes so much sense because there is this, at least I'm very energized, but almost to the point that it's like, let's run away from our problems. But that's cool. We all do what we do, right? We all cope how we cope. But it's about being aware of the way that we cope in order to live life in a more functioning, more positive functioning way. So anyways, Kuan Yin, and then you got Zhou Wangjing. There's so much red here. And Kuan Yin says, the goddess of compassion, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Zhao Ying Jing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. I don't make this up. I just read what I see. And let's read Kuan Yin. And let's get this last message for the month of Marzo. ¿Qué vamos a decir? ¿Qué vamos a decir? ¿Qué vamos a decir? Dice que. Ooh, Kuan Yin is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or to someone else's suffering. Often, just a calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform that suffering into clear light. Otra vez para la persona atrás. One more time for the person in the back. Kuan Yin is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or to someone else's suffering. Often, just a calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform that suffering into clear light. And one more time for her affirmations and intentions. I recognize suffering in order to release it. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Be curious, Sagittarius. Be curious about what is brewing within the confines of your mind. Be curious about what is popping up and showing up for you in your body. Why? Because you deserve. And all that you're going through only helps free you and free space in your life for new things to come. And with that being said, this is the end of your message. I hope that it brought you everything that you needed, and I am sending you warmth, I am sending you love, I am sending you hugs and all the sweet, sweet, sweet honey for your days, for your week, for your month of March. Ciao.